are making a movie about FET. We have been trying to have a baby for 3 years. We haven't been able to. So we did an IUI first. We did an IVF. That is in Vitro Fertilization. And the first time we did that, I was pregnant for 2 weeks, 10 days, and I miscarried. And then we did that again. And that time I was pregnant 5 days and I miscarried. But that time we froze the embryos. So now we're doing frozen embryo transfer. This is the prenatal, that's just normal. This is the full guard, which is the folic acid. I gotta take one of them a day. This is the birth control that I have to take for 3 days, 3 weeks before. I don't feel like doing this again. I thought maybe today was day 1, but I'm not sure yet.
What does day 1 mean?
Day 1 of your Lupron period. So what you do is, the first step, as you know, is you take lots of drugs for a month.
Like what drugs?
Metformin 3 times a day, which is the one that's been making me feel very sick.
That's like a diabetes pill for regulate your glucose, right?
Yes, but they say that somehow off-label, it maybe helps not have miscarriages. This is a drug that's making me feel like a stuffed sausage and like I would like to murder someone.
It's been a rough morning.
And I get to increase this. And one day I get to go to 2. And then 5 days from that I get to go to 3. Yes! And then I'll really feel like shit. I feel like I'm walking into fire, walking into hell. I've had 2 miscarriages. The first one was really hard because I had lost my dog in the same week. And I feel like this is it. This is my last time. This is definitely the last time I'm going to do this. I don't know, for some reason I just have decided that if I have 3 miscarriages, that means I can't have kids. I don't know. This is my husband, Matt. He doesn't like being filmed, which he wants to be behind the camera. Are you excited that we're starting again?
I am excited, totally excited.
Why?
Because this is it. The last hurrah, regardless of what happens.
So you're excited that it's going to be over, not about any end results?
No, I'm more excited that I'm going to know what our path is. If I could carry a child, I would try.
It's like a week ago, last Thursday, I started the Lupron shots, which you've seen, which is 10 units of Lupron every day. But then yesterday was the last day of the pill. After you're done the pill, then you get what they call the Lupron period. You have to call the office on day 1, and then you go in for blood work on day 3. I'm going to the doctor's, and I feel like hell. Fat hell. I'm going to get my blood taken. They call the girls that take blood the vampires, bloodsuckers.
Bloodsuckers.
You'll see them. All right.
I see some bloodsuckers.
Bye.
You're gonna pay that bill too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna pay the money for all of this
Those bloodsuckers cost money. Ain't free.
This whole process is probably about $4,000. Frozen embryo transfer is about $15,000, plus about $3,000 of drugs. We've done that twice. This time is about, I don't know, maybe $2,000 worth of drugs, which luckily is covered for us, and about $4,000 or $5,000 worth of all the medicine and the doctor's visits and things like that. So you'll walk this route many times over the next 27 days until my transfer. I got all the drugs in the mail. I think it's gonna work.
Baby in a box.
The transfer really takes place mid-cycle, a little bit after mid-cycle. So they're really counting to where they think the transfer should take place. That's why they start with day 1 of Lupron period. Because during the Lupron, during that stage, they supposedly know they can, like, they're in control. They now have control of all of my body. This is not my body. Something weird is going on. I don't think you're supposed to feel this way on the drugs. I can't breathe right. There's all this water in my stomach. I can't eat anything all day.
You call the doctor tomorrow?
I called them.
What'd they say?
I don't know. Nothing. They say if you don't do everything I say, you're not gonna have a baby. That's what they say. They have suppressed my ovulation, and they are now they know exactly when I had my period, and they can count to when I was supposed to be ovulating again. And then with this, what they're gonna do is, I guess they're gonna suppress it again, and then they're gonna progesterone it. So they're gonna like pump up my body and think it's pregnant. And they're going to put the eggs in, the embryos.
You're getting there. You're almost 6, so we'll just up the dosage a little bit more today. But we're rocking and rolling.
So what does that mean? Like how much longer do you think I'll be on the Lupron? Or just an estimate?
You probably have 8 more days of estrogen, and then start the progesterone for 5 days, and then we'll do the transfer.
Oh, that long? 2 more weeks?
No, 13 more days. Sorry.
It's been a little rough this time.
Moodiness from the hormones?
Yesterday, I don't know if you remember, but I spoke to you. I had a really hard time with the metformin.
Yeah.
And then, I
I
don't know.
remember.
Okay. I don't know what it's from. I think my body, every time I take a drug, it reacts stronger and stronger. The reactions are getting harder for me to deal with.
This process just sucks to go through.
Yes, it does.
I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm still very optimistic that it's going to work. Sorry, it hasn't been easier.
Okay, so you think like 8 more days of the Lupron and maybe 5, and then 5 days of that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you're right on track. It's like a day 19 transfer. It's the normal window of implementation.
Okay.
So it'll be around when, the 17th still? Or
Yeah.
17th?
Okay. Okay.
All right, hang in there. Let me know if there's anything we could do.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Look at it this way, we can drink wine every night for 14 days. 14 more days of wine.